What's up, CPA? I'm Lila, and I'm here to host the next episode of the CPA Media Studio series Soundcheck, Drowsy Chaperone Edition. The Drowsy Chaperone is a musical comedy about an enthusiastic but lonely theater fan who puts on his favorite record featuring a cast recording of a fictitious 1928 musical. The recording comes to life in his apartment, featuring hysterical characters, situations, and one show-stopping number after another. I had the opportunity to meet with the directors Jake and Emily Speck, as well as some of the cast members about this unforgettable show.
Thank you so much for meeting with me. Start by telling me why you chose the Drowsy Chaperone to be this year's musical.
This is one of those shows that's always been one of my favorites that I've never gotten to do. The Drowsy Chaperone has 13 principal roles, but we had such a strong, amazing group of students that we wanted to choose something that really allowed an opportunity for a lot of them to be featured.
All the characters are like larger than life, and what's funny about it is that the man in the chair will stop the record and he'll give commentary on all the actors playing the roles. Like the Drowsy Chaperone is just, kind of over life, and then you have these gangsters that are posing as pastry chefs. Adolfo is this Casanova, this Latin Casanova, who's just hilarious.
My character's name is Adolfo. He is this 1920s ladies' man. What they've been doing in this play to add a little bit of energy is they've incorporated a lot of brass instruments. That gives kind of a really bright sound to the play. You'll be engaged the entire time, and a lot of that is thanks to the orchestra pit.
How have you used your experience with performing to help direct the other students here?
That's a great question. With age comes a lot of, some wisdom.
Lots of wisdom.
All the wisdom, just so wise. And so being able to reflect on how it was to be a young actor and an actor starting out and try to grow them and then watch them take that and elevate their performance has just been very rewarding.
But it's also fun, having done it on a professional level for many years, to go, I know where you can get to, and to be able to push the students there. We're pretty good about, we don't let them off the hook. We push them until they get there.
I am actually pursuing my musical theater career further after high school. I'm going to college in New York City to pursue my BFA in musical theater.
So how has fine arts at CPA prepared you for that kind of next step in your life?
I would say CPA's theater community especially is very professional. It prepares you so well for the industry and for the future. Everyone is super professional, and especially with this theater facility, it really gives you a taste of what the professional world will be like. And especially with Mr. Speck and Ms. Speck, they know so many industry professionals and they bring people in, kind of like a little mini masterclass almost sometimes. I mean, we get to talk to these industry professionals too and hear and see what it's like firsthand.
It's all about authenticity, right? The same thing is with comedy. Like, there is a very tender moment towards the end with the man in the chair, who's kind of our narrator, who breaks the fourth wall the whole time.
My favorite part of playing that character is definitely the end, where there's a special moment. I won't give too much away, but he has to be very vulnerable and he has to tell why he likes the show and why it's meaningful to him. But it's like the one moment that you can see him actually be sad and break down that hard shell that he's in. He uses comedy to deflect most of the show, but this is the one part of the show that he doesn't use the comedy, and he's just honest.
He loves this show so much because it's like an escape from real life. He gets to kind of go into this world for a minute where it's not the real world, where things aren't working out. It's just this silly 1920s musical where everything is happy. I talked to our cast about this. I likened it to something that C.S. Lewis wrote in The Weight of Glory, where he talks about basically like we all live our lives in pursuit of this joy, of this thing that we can't really find here on earth. It's sort of like the God-shaped hole that we all have in our hearts that ultimately isn't going to be fulfilled by all these things that we try to put into it and fill it with. We can chase after that our entire lives, but really we're only going to find that true fulfillment in our relationship with God. And it's going to be one of the best shows in Nashville, Tennessee this year. You heard it here first.
Brian, thank you so much for meeting with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.